All right, let's open our books. Unit 1, page 4 and 5. Yeah, Selena, you have a question? You don't have a book? Well, you can write the answers in a notebook, and then when you get your book, you can fill in the answers. Because you can see on the screen, you know, I have scans of it, so you can do it that way. So page 4 and 5, extreme weather. What does extreme mean? Extreme. Is it something normal that happens normally? No. Not normal. Maybe very bad or a lot of something. Unusual, not normal. Good. So extreme weather. What kinds of extreme weather can you think about? I'll use red. You have to think about extreme weather. Tornado, good. Storm, like maybe a thunderstorm. Thunderstorm, ice storm. Yeah, hurricane or typhoon. It's a hurricane if it starts in the Atlantic Ocean. It's a typhoon if it starts in the Pacific. Sandstorm in the desert. What's that, Chris? Ice storm, we can have a blizzard. Blizzard was when there's a lot of snow and a lot of wind. Korea doesn't have hurricanes. Korea has typhoons. Because typhoons are in the Pacific Ocean. Hurricanes are in the Atlantic Ocean. Same thing though. It's a storm at sea that comes on land. Deserting? What is deserting? Is that like a sandstorm in the desert? So blizzard is like a lot of snow, a lot of wind. So like a snowstorm. That's a blizzard. Thunderstorm. Oh, land becomes a desert. Ah, you mean drought. So when there's no rain. So the land becomes very dry, like a desert. Drought. No rain. No rain and very dry. Everything dies. What is it called when there's too much rain? Too much rain? Do you know what it's called? Flood. So the rivers overflow, houses go underwater, flood. Good. So these are examples of extreme weather. Have you ever gone through? Let me see. Have you ever been through a typhoon? Yes. Let's see. I've been through a hurricane, maybe three hurricanes. Very scary. These are big hurricanes. Was it a big typhoon? Yeah. It's scary. The wind is very loud and very strong. So, yeah. I've been through three hurricanes. How about tornado? Have you been through a tornado? Maybe not in Korea. Not very often. I've been through one. It was a small tornado, though. Yeah, tornadoes are very scary and very dangerous. What about blizzards? Maybe in Korea. What is the difference between a tornado and a hurricane? Tornado starts on land, and it's like a funnel from high pressure, low pressure meeting. Hurricane and typhoon starts usually, well, it starts on land, it moves to water, and it becomes this big cone. So it goes from water to land, typhoon or hurricane. No heaven? What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. What do you mean, Chris? Heaven? I'm not sure what you mean. Alright, let's look at this picture. This is a supercell thunderstorm. It's in Colorado, USA. So supercells. Yeah, you have blizzards in Korea. Sometimes during the winter. When there's a lot of, it's a snowstorm. Maybe. You have flooding too. Sometimes. Sometimes thunderstorms, but not too many, I don't think. So, supercell. Supercell thunderstorm. Page 5. Look at these clouds. Supercell is something that could cause a tornado. Yeah, very scary. So, there's a lot of tornadoes in the middle part of America. These dark clouds could start a tornado. So they call them supercells. Yeah. Very dangerous and scary. It looks very black. And very ominous. Like something bad is gonna happen. But they have scientists who chase tornadoes. And they study them so they can warn people to get to safety. Alright, let's check true or false. There's a storm cloud in the sky. Is this a storm cloud? Yes. It's very black. It's a storm cloud. It's black. That's red, but it's okay. The trees are covered in ice. Do you see trees? I don't see, well, it doesn't look like they're covered in ice. It's not an ice storm, so false. It's raining heavily. Is it raining? False. It's safe to be outside. What do you think? Does this look safe? No. So go inside if you see something like this supercell, because it might start a tornado. But it's dangerous. Alright, extreme weather. Let's go to page 5 and 6 and 7. More dark clouds. What do we have here? We have lightning. What is lightning? Volcano. Volcano, I guess it's like extreme weather. Is it weather? It can cause ash to fall down from the sky. A volcanic eruption is a natural disaster, like an earthquake. But it can cause problems with the weather, maybe ash in the sky. It can rain down on you. Lightning. Lightning is an electric disturbance in the clouds. So lightning. Thunder. Sometimes when we have lightning, we have thunder. So we call them thunder clouds. There's a lot of energy in the clouds. Static energy? And it creates sound like boom, boom. That's thunder. And lightning is the electric discharge. Flood. is when there's too much rain and the rivers overflow. Too much rain, and maybe it gets in your house. Drought is when there's not enough rain. So the land is very dry, animals die, crops die. Drought. Ice storm or blizzard is like a snowstorm. It's a lot of ice, a lot of snow, a lot of wind. So a storm that's ice or with ice or snow. That's a blizzard. Okay, a hurricane, like we heard before. Hurricanes start in the Atlantic. If it's in the Pacific, it's a typhoon. Sandstorms are in the desert. So a lot of sand is caught up in a storm. So sandstorm. Tropical storm. Do you know what the word tropical means? What is tropical fruit? Can you name some tropical fruits? Mango. Pineapple. Papaya. Avocado. Apple, no. Pineapple, mango, avocado, papaya, things that grow in the tropics. Let me draw a picture for you. So this is the Earth. This is the North Pole. This is the South Pole. Very cold. There's an imaginary line in the middle of the Earth. This is called the tropic zone. So it's very hot, very humid, a lot of rain. So tropics. So fruit that grows in the middle of the Earth, here, where it's very hot, a lot of rain, we call it tropical fruit, because tropics. So countries that are in the tropics maybe there are rainforests in the tropics, it's very hot, a lot of rain. Countries like Thailand are in the tropics. Where I'm from, it's almost tropics, Florida. So it's very hot, humid, a lot of rain. Parts of Africa that have rainforests are in the tropics. So tropical storm. It's a storm that takes place in the tropics. Okay, speed is how fast something is. Hurricane and typhoon start in the ocean and then they come on land. Range is how far something can be. Like temperature, this is the range. It ranges from 25 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. So usually when we have charts like this, we have a range. Rise means to go up. Drop means to go down. What is a cyclone? A cyclone is like a tornado. It's like that funnel shape. A cyclone is a small hurricane. It's not a hurricane yet. We call them tropical depressions or cyclones. A heat wave is when it gets very hot, and it stays hot for a long time. Maybe there's drought, very little rain. We call this a heat wave. Sandstorm is a storm usually in the desert. What is rot does? What is rots does? I don't know what that is. Is that a weather condition? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, rotate. means to turn in a circle, around and around and around and around. Something that rotates is like a tire that goes around and around in a circle. Tornado is another like cyclone but on land. Alright, we're going to listen and then we can read. Pages 6 and 7, this is track number 1. So let's just listen first and then we can read. Track number 1.
Unit 1, Vocabulary 1, Activity 1, Listen and read.
We know we can't control the weather. It can be beautiful, wild, and dangerous, often all at the same time. Scientists try to predict weather in different ways. They tell us when extreme weather is coming. Then we can try to protect ourselves. Thunderstorms bring heavy rain with loud thunder and lightning. If too much rain falls in a short time, it can cause a flood. Too little rain makes the land dry and can cause a drought. When it's very cold, a rainstorm can turn into an ice storm or a blizzard. Wind is a dangerous force. In a tropical storm, the wind speed can be more than 100 kilometers, 60 miles per hour. Wind in a hurricane or cyclone is even faster. High winds in dry places, such as deserts, can pick up sand and cause a sandstorm. A tornado is a column of wind that rotates very fast. We can only live within a specific range of temperatures. At times, temperatures rise too high or drop too low. It not only feels bad, it can be dangerous. In a heat wave, the weather stays very hot for days or even weeks.
Alright, so let's read about these extreme weather conditions. Lucy and Selena, you both want to read 4? Well, why don't you pick? If not 4, what do you want to read? Alright, Chris said he wants to read 3. Okay. Chris, you can read 3. Paragraph 3. Longmin, you want to read paragraph 1? Okay. And then you can read this one. How about paragraph 2? Anybody want to read that? Oh, you don't have a book? So you just said 4. Okay, Selena. Selena, what about paragraph 2? About thunderstorms? Is that okay? Okay, thank you. So Selena, you can read paragraph 2. Okay, Lucy, you can have the last one, this one. And one more person. Yunji, you can read this one. I actually think this is paragraph 4. This is 5. Alright, everybody know what they're reading? Okay, Sungmin, you can choose, read first. I'm going to turn your mic on. 1 minute.
We know we can't control the weather. It can be beautiful, wild, and dangerous, often all at the same time. Scientists try to predict weather in different ways. They tell us when extreme weather is coming. Then we can try to protect ourselves.
Alright, good. Good, Songmin. Okay, Selena, you can do number 2, paragraph number 2.
Thunderstorms bring heavy rain with loud thunder and lightning. If too much rain falls in a short time, it can cause a flood. Too little rain makes the land dry and can cause a drought. When it's very cold, a rainstorm can turn into an ice storm or a blizzard.
Alright, good job, Selena. So blizzard is like an ice storm, but have you ever been to, what is it? Dairy Queen? They have it's an ice cream, like, it's like ice cream, but it's very hard. We call it a blizzard. It's like an ice cream treat. I don't know if you have that in Korea. No? Okay. Alright, next page. Chris, you can read paragraph 3.
Wind is a dangerous force. In a tropical storm, the wind speed can be more than 100 kilometers, 16 miles per hour. Wind in a hurricane or cyclone is even fast.
Okay, good. Oh, you think you heard about the blizzard before? It's like an ice cream, and it's it's like very hard because it's mixed, and you can put like cookies in it. I think it's called Dairy Queen. I think there's one in Itaewon in Seoul. I've seen one. I think it's in Itaewon. It's called Dairy Queen. They're very good because you can like put cookies in it. Yunji, sorry, is it Y-U-N? I spelled it wrong. Alright, Yunji, you can read next about the sandstorm and tornado.
High wind in dry places such as deserts can pick up sand and cast a sandstorm. A tornado is a column of wind that rotates very fast.
Okay, good, Yunji. Rotates very fast. Good. Oh, we have one more student here. We have some more. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you at the beginning. Let me see. Song Yoon is James. Okay. Song Yoon. Your English name is James. Alright, Lissy, you can read next, the last paragraph.
We can only live within a specific range of temperatures. At times, temperatures rise too high or drop too low. It not only feels bad, it can be dangerous. In a heat wave, the weather stays very hot for days or even weeks.
Alright, good job, everyone. So we learned about extreme weather conditions. Let me see, I have one more student here. N-O. Tell me if I'm saying that right. N-O. If you have an English name, you can type it here. Or I can just call you by your Korean name. Whatever you want. We had a few more students join in right now, so. Alright. Any questions about these words? We can go listen to the song. The song is on page 8 and 9. Bad weather. So usually extreme weather is bad weather. It's not just normal rain, it's a rainstorm, it's a flood. It's not just normal snow, it's a blizzard or snowstorm. So bad weather. Let's take a look at this picture. Do you know what this is called? This red and white kind of like tower. We have them on beaches. They're called lighthouses. There's a light on top. So during bad weather, ships can see the land. So sometimes ships can't see where they're going. So the light will show them where land is. And this looks like maybe it's going to flood. This very high wave. So maybe there will be flooding on the beach, yeah. So not just rain can cause floods, like tsunamis. Do you know tsunami? Tsunami is when there's an earthquake underwater, and it creates this huge wave, and it can cause flooding. So not just rain, but tsunamis or high waves like this can cause flooding.